Hello friends, this is Kurt Berglund with my replay of the 1952 World Series using Replay Baseball, Replay Classic. Game 1 has already happened and has posted on my channel. I won't spoil that for you. We're up to Game 2. The date is October 2nd, 1952, and the combatants are the New York Yankees at the Brooklyn Dodgers, pennant winners for each league. The Yankees, of course, won the pennant by a slim 2 games over the Cleveland Indians, and the Dodgers won the 1952 pennant with a little more room, 4.5 games over the New York Giants. The moundsman in today's game for the visiting Yankees, it's Vic Raschi. He was a right-hander, and Carl Erskine, a right-hander for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Let's get to the starting lineups and see how Game 2 turns out. I'll tell you a little bit more about the pitchers for today's game. For the Yankees, Vic Raschi started 31 games in 1952. He pitched 223 innings. He struck out 127 men, and he walked 91. He was 16-6 with a 2.78 earned run average for the Bronx Bombers. For the Dodgers, Carl Erskine, pretty clearly the ace of their staff. In 1952, Don Newcomb was unavailable due to the war. Erskine started 26 games. He relieved in 7 others. He pitched 207 innings. He struck out 131. He walked 71. He was 14-6 with a 2.70 ERA. You could make a case that both of these men actually were the aces of their staffs, although I think Allie Reynolds probably would get that title if you pressed Casey Stengel on the matter at that time. All right, so the lineup, these are as played lineups. No need for heads to be exploding. These are as played lineups in Game 2. Not promising that the whole way, but so far we've stuck to it. Leading off in right field, it's Hank Bauer for the Yankees. Batting second at shortstop, it's Phil Rizzuto. Batting third in center field, Mickey Mantle. Batting fourth in left field, Gene Woodling. Batting fifth behind the plate, Yogi Berra. Batting sixth at first base, Joe Collins. Batting seventh at third base, Gil McDougald. Batting eighth at second base, Billy Martin. And batting ninth, it's Vic Raschi. Alrighty, for the homestanding Brooklyn Dodgers, same lineup as Game 1. Billy Cox leads off at third base. Pee Wee Reese bats second at short. Duke Snider bats third in center field. Jackie Robinson bats fourth at second base. Roy Campanella bats fifth behind the plate. Andy Pafko bats sixth in left field. Gil Hodges bats seventh at first base. And Carl Furillo bats eighth in right field. Carl Erskine, of course, on the mound and will do the pitching and bat ninth. All right, so Erskine is finishing his warm-up tosses, and we are just about ready to get this thing underway. We're going to give you a little bit better view of the charts. We'll bring you up a little bit here. Hopefully that improves your vision a little bit. And we are ready to go in Game 2 of the 1952 World Series. If you haven't checked out Game 1, it was a great one. And I'm expecting this whole series to be highly, highly entertaining. All right, here we go. Hank Bauer leading off, then Phil Rizzuto, then Mickey Mantle. Erskine winds and delivers to Bauer. And it's a line drive at Duke Snider, who makes the catch for out number 1 in the first, and we are underway at Ebbets Field. Erskine winds and delivers to Rizzuto now. And this is hit in the air to Pafko in left. 2 down. Here comes Mickey Mantle. Erskine winds and delivers. Hit on the ground to Pee Wee Reese. He's up with it and fires to Hodges, and that will retire the Yankees in 1-2-3 fashion in the first inning. Go to the bottom of the first with no score at Ebbets Field. Game 2 of the 1952 World Series. Billy Cox, Pee Wee Reese, Duke Snider up for the Dodgers. Pitch to Billy from Vic Raschi. Hey, struck him out. There's one gone. Pee Wee Reese. Dodger shortstop. The pitch. Chopped in front of the plate. Yogi on it. Fires to Collins, not in time. Reese beats the rap at first. Infield single for Pee Wee, and he's aboard. Now it's Snider. 1 out, 1 on for Brooklyn. Raschi the stretch and the pitch. Hit to left, Woodling under it, back a few steps, puts it away for out number 2 as Reese returns to first base. And that'll bring up Jackie Robinson. Raschi the stretch and the pitch to Jackie, and this is going to be trouble. It's a base hit. Center field, right center. Mantle gloves it. Reese around second, heading for third, and the throw comes into second base. There's Dodgers at the corners now with 2 outs in the bottom of the first for Campanella. Raschi in a first inning jam. Vic the stretch and the pitch to Campy, and it's going to be 1-0. That's a base hit to left field. Drops in front of Woodling. Robinson is around second. Woodling fumbles it for a moment and gets it back in. Campy holds with a single. And Robinson goes to third. So it's Dodgers at the corners again with 2 outs, 1-0 Brooklyn. Pafko at the plate. Runners at first and third with 2 outs for Andy. The pitch from Raschi. And there's another hit. Left field. Now Campanella will stop it. He's going to go to third. Woodling's throw is cut off, so Pafko holds it first. Andy Pafko with an RBI single. It's 2-0 Brooklyn. And again, there are Dodgers at the corners, except now it's 2-0 Brooklyn. Raschi having first inning trouble. Gil Hodges at the plate. The pitch to Gil. Hit on a line to Mantle, who makes the catch, and that will retire the side. The Brooklyn Dodgers get 2 runs on 4 hits and leave 2. After 1 complete inning, it's 2-0 Brooklyn. They're off to a nice start. 4 singles in the Brooklyn first, played a couple of runs. Now Erskine's got some room to work, and it's Woodling, Berra, and Collins lefty for the Yankees. The pitch. Ground ball, Pee Wee Reese. He's up with it and throws to Gil Hodges, 1 down. Yogi Berra. Erskine winds and delivers. Base hit for Yogi, right back through the box. Single for Berra. There's the Yankees' first hit and their first base runner. Joe Collins comes up now. 1 out in the second. The pitch to Joe. And Collins hits it on the ground to Billy Cox. Cox goes to Robinson for one. The relay to Hodges is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 5-4-3 double play turned by Brooklyn. They turn the Yankees away in the second. We've played an inning and a half, and it's 2-0 Brooklyn. Let's see if Raschi can right the ship after a rough first inning. For Brooklyn in the second, it'll be Furillo, then Erskine, and then the top with Billy Cox. Carl Furillo up. The pitch to him, popped it up. Under it is Yogi Berra. He throws away the mask and makes the catch for out number one. Here comes Erskine. Oisk, as they called him. The pitch from Raschi. Hey, struck him out. That's strikeout number 2 for Raschi. And there's 2 gone with nobody on in the Brooklyn second. Here's Billy Cox, the leadoff man. Billy struck out in the first. The pitch. Ground ball, Joe Collins. He gloves it and takes it to the bag himself, and that will retire the Dodgers in 1-2-3 fashion. Sure enough, Raschi did right the ship in the second. So we've played 2, and it's 2-0 Dodgers. Erskine will get the bottom third of the Yankee order in the third inning. McDougald, Martin, and Raschi. Pitch to Gill. Hey, struck him out. That's Erskine's first. 1 gone in the third. Now it's Billy Martin. Boy, if you watch this guy on the YouTube videos of the 52 series, he looks like he's about 14 years old. Unbelievable. And I know. I'm used to seeing him when he was older, but wow, he was baby-faced. I'm not even sure he needed to shave in 1952. Pitch to Martin. Ground ball, Jackie Robinson. He throws to Gil Hodges for out number 2. Here comes Vic Raschi. Vic Raschi. 2 outs, nobody on in the Yankee third. Base hit to left field for Raschi. Second Yankee hit, and now it'll be the top of the order with Hank Bauer. All of a sudden, the Yankees have the tying run at the plate. Hank is 0 for 1. 1952, Bauer hit 17 homers and hit 293. Pitch. Hit on the ground, right back at Erskine. He takes a couple steps toward Hodges and underhands him the ball, and that will retire the Yankees in inning number 3. After 2.5, it's 2-0 Brooklyn. In the Dodger third, it'll be Reese, Snyder, and Robinson for the opportunity to try and get some insurance. The pitch. Ground ball, Gil McDougald. He gloves it to his left, plants, and throws to Collins for out number 1. Now it's Snyder, 0 for 1 for Duke today. Pitch from Raschi. Line smash right at Bauer. He didn't move a step, but he makes the catch for out number 2. And now it's Robinson. 2 outs, nobody aboard for Brooklyn. Jackie singled and scored in the first. The pitch. Hit hard at Billy Martin. And he throws in the dirt to Collins, who can't dig it out. It's going to be an E4 on Martin as Robinson makes first base with 2 outs. Here's Campanella. It's so hard to put a play on with these Dodgers because everybody can mash. You're wasting out on the bases, and then you feel like a moron. Campanella singled and drove in a run in the first inning. 2 outs in the third. The pitch. Base hit right field, drops in front of Bauer. Look at Robinson run. He's around second, heading for third, and the Dodgers play first to third again. Dodgers at the corners, and 2 outs for Pafko in the third. And he singled and drove in a run in the first. Looking to do that one more time, and that's going to start action in the Yankee bullpen. But who? That's the question. That would be the question. Ray Scarborough starts throwing to Charlie Silvera in the Yankee bullpen. Down the left field line at Ebbets Field. Pafko up there now. Campanella at first. Robinson at third. 2 men out. Raschi the stretch and the pitch. Line shot off McDougal's glove. He picks it up. He fires to first. He throws wild. Into foul territory. Martin's got to go get it. Robinson will score. It's going to be an infield hit. 3-0 Brooklyn. Campanella goes all the way to third. Pafko gets to second. So second and third for the Dodgers now, with a run in the third and still 2 outs. First base is open. Hodges is up. 3-0 Brooklyn. Little lapse in the Yankee defense. 2 errors this inning have led to a run. Raschi the stretch, the pitch to Hodges. Line drive caught by Collins, and that'll retire the side. But a sloppy inning for the Yankees leads to a Dodger run. 2 hits, they leave 2. They get a run. After 3, it's 3-0 Brooklyn at Ebbets Field, where the score, of course, can change in a hurry, but the Dodgers have scored 3 runs on 6 singles and, of course, a couple of Yankee errors. Top of the 4th, Rizzuto, Mantle, and Woodling for the Yankees. 2-3-4 batters. Pitch to Phil. Hits it high to left, but not deep. Under it is Pafko for out number 1. Mickey Mantle comes to the plate, 0 for 1. Base hit Mantle. Takes a crazy hop on Snyder, but he makes the play and gets the ball back in as Mantle settles for a single. 1 on with 1 out now for Woodling in the Yankee 4th. They're down 3. Erskine the stretch and the pitch to Gene Woodling. He walked him. 2 Yankees on now. That's not what you want to do. 2 Yankees on with 1 out for Yogi. Yogi singled in the second. Erskine the stretch and the pitch home. Ground ball, Jackie Robinson. He goes to Reese for 1. The relay to Hodges is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 4-6-3 double play turned by Brooklyn after 3.5. It's 3-0 Dodgers. In the bottom of the 4th, it'll be Furillo, Erskine, and then the top with Billy Cox coming for Brooklyn. Furillo's 0 for 1. Raschi winds and delivers. Hey, struck him out. Number 3 for Vic. Comes Erskine. Carl struck out in the second. Hit to left, but not deep. Here comes Woodling, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. Nobody aboard now for Billy Cox. Billy's 0 for 2. Raschi the pitch. And wait a minute. Hit on the ground to McDougald. He gloves it and throws to Collins for out number 3. We've played 4 complete now, and it's 3-0 Brooklyn as Raschi gets his second 1-2-3 inning. He's having trouble in every other inning. So the 5th, he's due for a disaster. Top of the 5th now for the Yankees, Collins, McDougald, and Billy Martin coming up for the Bronx Bombers. Collins is 0 for 1. The pitch from Erskine. And that's a base hit to center. Collins aboard with a leadoff single. Yankees might have something here in the 5th. McDougald up. He struck out in the 3rd. Erskine hasn't been flawless, but nobody's crossed the pay station. The pitch. Ground ball Robinson. Reese for 1. The relay to Hodges is in time. They turned it again. A rally-killing, soul-crushing 4-6-3 double play turned by Brooklyn. That's their 3rd of the game. And there's 2 outs now and nobody aboard with Martin up. Raschi on deck. Pitch to Billy. Hit to center. Driving Snyder back a few steps, but he'll get there and make the catch for out number 3. We have played 4.5, so we're halfway through. And it's 3-0 Brooklyn in Game 2 of the 1952 World Series. The date is October 2nd, 1952. And we are at Ebbets Field. Coming up for the Dodgers in the 5th, bottom of the 5th, it's Reese, Snyder, and Robinson for Charlie Dressen's Brooklyn Dodgers. The pitch. Hey, struck him out. Number 4 for Raschi. Pee-wee's 1 for 3 on the day. Here comes Duke, 0 for 2. Raschi winds and delivers. Ball 4. Duke takes it outside and takes a walk to first base. 1 out and 1 on now for Robinson. Scarborough is up again in the Yankee bullpen. Raschi the stretch, the pitch. Is hit to Collins. He's bunting for a hit. Collins takes it on a couple of bounces and tags out Robinson before he can get past him. So they'll give Jackie a sacrifice even though he was going for a bunt single. Snyder moves up to second and Campanella comes to the plate with 2 outs and Snyder in scoring position. Raschi trying to avoid a 4-0 deficit. Campanella up, the pitch. Ground ball, Billy Martin. He's up with it and throws to Collins for out number 3. So we've played 5 complete. It's 3-0 Brooklyn, and you get the feeling the Yankees are hanging around just on the fringe of being out of it. But if you don't put these Yankees away, that power can come back to bite you. 3-0 Yankees. Raschi's spot is due. I'm going to hit for him. I don't think, in all honesty, I don't think Casey Stengel would hit for Raschi down 3 in the top of the 6th, but I am going to. Irv Noren is going to come off the bench and pinch hit. Give you Raschi's numbers here. Vic pitched 5 innings. He allowed 6 hits. He walked 1. He struck out 4. He allowed 3 runs, 2 of which were earned, and no home runs. He is on the hook for the loss unless the Yankees can rally. Noren coming to the plate now. He'll be followed by Bauer and then Rizzuto in the Yankee 6th. I don't think Casey would do it, but I'm doing it. So, here we are. Erskine winds and delivers to Noren. Ground ball, Pee Wee Reese. He's up with it and throws to Hodges, and there's 1 gone in the Yankee 6th. Tell me what you would have done there. I don't know. Maybe I didn't do the right thing, but that's the way I called it. Let me know in the comments if you agree with pinch hitting for Raschi here. Scarborough is going to be the new Yankee pitcher. He is throwing in the bullpen. Bauer up now 0 for 2. We're in the 6th. Line shot at Reese, and there's 2 down. Rizzuto up 0 for 2. Erskine has been helped mightily by 3 Dodger double plays. Hey, struck him out, and that is Erskine's 2nd strikeout. We've played 5.5, and it's 3-0 Brooklyn. Raschi is done. Scarborough is on. He is a 34-year-old right-hander in 1952. He pitched in 9 games, 4 starts, 5 in relief, 34 innings, 2.91 ERA, and he was 5-1. Half go up. And just for fun, we're going to get a little more action going in the Yankee bullpen. Scarborough was acquired by the Yankees from the Boston Red Sox during the 52 season, and then the Yankees released him almost exactly a year later in 1953. In the bullpen, for the Yankees will be Gorman and Kuzawa. Lefty-righty double-barreled action, just the way I like it. But for now, it's Scarborough. He will face Pafko, Hodges, and Friello, righty in the Brooklyn lineup. 6, 7, 8 batters. The pitch to Andy is a line drive, base hit. Good start for Brooklyn to center field. 3rd hit for Pafko. All of the Dodger hits, and they've had 7 of them today, have been singles. Here comes Hodges, 0 for 2. Casey looking nervous in the Yankee dugout. Scarborough the stretch, the pitch to Hodges. He walked him. 2 on, nobody out for Friello with Erskine on deck. Yeah, the Scarborough experiment is almost over unless he can get Furillo. 0 for 2 for Carl today. The pitch, he's not bunting. Hit on the ground back to Scarborough. He knocks it down. It rolls away. He picks it up and fires to Collins in time to retire Furillo. But Pafko moves to third and Hodges moves to second. There's one out now for Brooklyn, and the Yankee infield is going to move in on Carl Erskine. Dodgers lead 3-0. We're in the bottom of the sixth. Morgan and Kazava are ready in the Yankee bullpen. All right. Scarborough's left in there by Casey, but he's on the top step of the dugout. The pitch to Erskine. Hey, struck him out. 2 gone now. First strikeout for Scarborough. There's 2 outs. We're in the 6th. Cox is coming to the plate. First base is open and Reese is on deck. A base hit here for the Dodgers would be big. Cox is 0 for 3. The pitch to Billy. Popped it up. Collins in foul territory will take it for out number 3, and the Yankees dodge another huge bullet. The Dodgers have left 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 men in 6 innings today. Scarborough gets through the 6th. We go to the 7th. It's 3-0 Brooklyn. And for the Yankees, it's the meat of their order. Mantle, Woodling, and Berra coming up. Mickey is 1 for 2. The pitch to him. Base hit, center field, drops in front of the Duke. Mickey's aboard with a single, and there's nobody out in the Yankee 7th. Woodling coming up. That'll start action in the Dodger bullpen. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Ken Lehman and Ben Wade start to throw lefty-righty double-barrel action just the way I like it. And Woodling up now. Gene 0 for 1 with a walk. Erskine the stretch, and the pitch to Woodling. Line smash caught by Hodges, who staggers, but he holds on. Mantle gets back to first, and there's 1 gone. Now it's Berra, 1 for 2. And he hit into one of those 3 Yankee or Brooklyn turned double plays. The pitch to the Yogi. Hit to center, but not deep. Here comes Snyder for out number 2. Mantle gets back to first, and now it's Collins, 1 for 2. He hit into one of the 3 double plays. The pitch. Hit to right down the line. Furillo's got to go get it. It's gonna... Wait a minute. 3 4s and 19. Excuse me. Hit in the air to left to Pafko toward the line, but Andy's going to get there for this one, and that will retire the Yankees in the 7th. Wow. If I could count, I'd be dangerous. My friends, there's 3 kinds of people. Those that can do math and those that cannot. And I'll let you guess which one I am. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's time to stretch them out at Ebbets Field. It is 3-0 Brooklyn. And we're going to have Scarborough for one more batter. Morgan and Kuzava are still throwing in the Yankee bullpen. Reese is up 1 for 3. Duke Snider on deck, and Bob Kuzava's got a fastball for Duke. The pitch. Ball 4. He walked him. Not the start Casey wanted there. And here he comes. It's going to be Kuzava. Reese aboard with nobody out. Morgan is ready in the Yankee bullpen. Kuzava is on. Bob Kuzava in 1952 started 12 times, relieved 16 times, threw 133 innings. He struck out 67. He walked 63. He was 8-8 with a 3.45 earned run average. Replacing Kuzava in the Yankee bullpen is Bill Miller, left-hander. But for now, it's Duke Snider facing Kuzava with Pee Wee Reese on first base. The pitch to Duke. And this is drilled down the right field line. Bauer's got to go get it. It's going to rattle around in the corner. Around second is Reese. He's heading to third. Around first is Snider. He's coming to second. There's going to be Dodgers in scoring position now with nobody out for Jackie Robinson. Well, first base is open. There's nobody out. They're going to let Kuzava face him. 1 for 2 for Jackie. He's scored a pair of runs. The pitch, the Yankee infield is in. The Yankee infield is in. This is hit to Martin. Martin gloves it, throws to Collins. It's in the dirt, and Joe Collins can't dig it out. Martin with another error. He's had 2 today. Reese scores, and Snider moves to third. It's 4-0 Brooklyn, and here comes Casey. He wants the ball, and we're going to see a double switch. Tom Morgan is going to be the new pitcher, and he's going to bat in the 6th spot. And Johnny Mize has a glove, and he's coming out of the dugout to go play first base. Mize will bat 9th in the Yankee order. But for now, they're not worried about scoring runs. They got to prevent some. Dodgers at the corners with nobody out in the 7th. So Kuzava faces 2 batters. Snider doubles and Martin makes an error. That ends his day. All right. Yankee infield will remain in. Campanella is at the plate. Tom Morgan in 1952 started 12 times, relieved 4 times, 94 innings, 35 strikeouts, 33 walks, 5-4 was his one lost mark, and he had a 306 earned run average. Infield in for New York. Pafko is on deck, but Campanella is at the plate. The pitch from Morgan is a base hit for Campy. Center field. Snider scores from third. It's 5-0. Robinson will take third. And one more time, there are Dodgers at the corners. They are finally getting some hits, with some clutch hits with men in scoring position, and they're in danger of breaking this thing open. It's 5-0 Brooklyn in the bottom of the 7th. Morgan in trouble. Johnny Sane has joined Bill Miller in the Yankee bullpen. Infield remains in for New York. Pafko is 3 for 3 with a pair of RBIs. On deck, Gil Hodges. Nobody out in the 7th. Robinson's at 3rd. Campanella's at 1st. The pitch to Pafko. Base hit Pafko. That's going to score the 6th Dodger run as Mantle gets the throw in, holding Campanella at 2nd. So there's Dodgers at 1st and 2nd now. 6-0, and there's still nobody out in the 7th. 5 consecutive men have reached base. Gil Hodges coming to the plate, 0 for 2 with a walk. Yankees need one of those double plays the Dodgers have turned. The pitch. He walked him. Bases are now dripping with Dodgers, and Morgan has thrown gasoline on the fire. Furillo coming to the plate. Casey on the top step of the dugout. Infield in. 6-0. Dodgers. The pitch to Furillo. Ground ball back to Morgan. He knocks it down. It goes in front of him. Picks it up, fires to Mize at 1st, and they nip Furillo by a step, but everybody moves up 90 feet, and that means the Dodgers have scored yet again. Campanella comes home from 3rd, Pafko goes to 3rd, and Hodges moves up to 2nd. 1 out now in the Brooklyn 7th. It's 7-0 Brooklyn, and here's Erskine. Morgan the stretch, the pitch. Hey, struck him out. 2 down. And it's the top of the order with Cox. First base open. Pafko at 3rd. Hodges at 2nd. Pitch to Billy. This is hit on the ground to Rizzuto. He fires to Mize to retire the Dodgers, but the Bums score 4 runs in the bottom of the 7th on 3 hits, and they leave 2 more. After 7 complete, it's 7-0 Brooklyn. And the Yankee problems continue because they've only had 1 man reach second base all game. Erskine's allowed 5 hits, all of them singles. He has walked 1 and struck out 2. In the Yankee 8th, it'll be McDougald, Martin, and Mize coming up, and they need to get to work. Gil is 0 for 2. The pitch from Erskine. Hit in the air to left. Pafko under it, and he makes the catch for out number 1 in the 8th. They're 5 outs away. I'm about to spoil the series, so if you want to go back and check, I'm about to spoil the Game 1 results. So if you want to go back and watch it, now would be a good time to do that. Billy Martin up 0 for 2. Pitch to Bill. Popped it up. Roy Campanella throws away the mask and makes the catch for out number 2 in the 8th. Erskine's retired 12 of his last 13. Now it's Mize. 2 outs, nobody aboard for the Hall of Famer. Erskine winds and delivers to Johnny Mize. Skied deep to left. Pafko to the track. but he will have room, and he puts it away for out number 3. Erskine continues to get the job done. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 7-0 Dodgers in game number 2 of the 1952 World Series replay. Tom Morgan will face Pee Wee Reese, Duke Snider, and Jackie Robinson. Righty, lefty, righty in the bottom of the 8th. Pee Wee is 1 for 3 with a walk. The pitch. Popped it up. Billy Martin calling and taking for out number 1. Now it's Snider. Duke is 1 for 3. Ground ball to Billy Martin. He's up with it and throws to Mize for out number 2 in the 8th. And now it'll be Jackie Robinson. Robinson has scored 3 runs, 1 for 3. Been on base 3 times. Twice due to Billy Martin errors. The pitch. Jackie Robinson with a base hit just over Martin's head, and he's on. Campanella coming to the plate. And Casey is leaving Morgan in, although Sane and Miller are still throwing in the Yankee bullpen. Tomorrow is a travel day. Campanella 3 for 4, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. The pitch from Morgan. Hit on the ground to Scooter Rizzuto. He's up with it and throws to Mize, and that retires the Dodgers in the 8th. We go to the 9th. 7-0 Brooklyn in game 2. Erskine is out for inning number 9, gunning for a shutout. Lehman and Wade are throwing in the Brooklyn bullpen. Chuck Dressen does not want to let this game get away. He's up by a touchdown. Bauer leads off, top of the Yankee order, then Rizzuto, then Mantle. Hank is 0 for 3. The pitch to from Erskine. Base hit center field. Bauer is on to lead off the Yankee 9th. Dressen pacing in the Dodger dugout. Rizzuto 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Mantle on deck. Erskine the stretch and the pitch to Scooter, and this is trouble. Base hit for Rizzuto. Center field. Around second goes Bauer. He'll go to third. This throw comes into second. To keep the double play in order, first and third, nobody out for Mantle. Wade and Lehman start to throw with more enthusiasm. 2 for 3 for Mickey. On deck is Woodling. The pitch. Hit on the ground to Hodges. He boots it. It's off his glove. Home comes Bauer. Rizzuto goes up to second. It's 7-1, and there's nobody out in the Yankee 9th. That's going to do it for Erskine, and he will leave to a nice hand from the Brooklyn faithful. Charlie Dressen wants Lehman, a left-hander, to face Gene Woodling. Give you Erskine's numbers in a minute. We'll tell you about Lehman. Lehman, 4 appearances, 15 innings, 7 strikeouts, 6 walks, 1-2 record with a 5.40 ERA. Ben Wade still throwing in the bullpen, along now with Clem Labine. Righty. Woodling is due up and was platooned most of the time by Casey Stengel. They could go to a very youthful, 26-year-old Bob Cerv. My question, was Bob Cerv ever youthful? But that's maybe a question for another day. They're going to let Woodling bat against Lehman. So it's Rizzuto at second, Mantle at first, and nobody out in the top of the ninth. 7-1 Dodgers. The Yankees need base runners. Yogi Berra on deck. The pitch from Lehman to Woodling. Fly ball, center field. Snyder on the run. Snyder gets there. 4 out, number 1. Runners hold. Rizzuto and Mantle stay put. Now it's Yogi Berra. Yogi 1 for 3. On deck is the aforementioned Bob Cerv to bat for Tom Morgan. The pitch to Yogi from Lehman. Lefty-lefty matchup. Ball 4. He walked him. The bases are dripping with the Yankees. There's 1 out in the ninth. Wow. This could get bad in a hurry for Brooklyn. Here comes Dressen. That's going to do it for Ken Lehman. He got one of the 2 left-handed batters out that he was in to get. Bob Cerv has been announced as a pinch hitter for Tom Morgan. And as soon as that happened, Chuck Dressen pops out of the dugout and signals for the right-hander Ben Wade from the Brooklyn bullpen. Clem Labine continues to throw in the Brooklyn bullpen. Ben Wade did not pitch in the 1950. He pitched in the 53 World Series. He did not pitch in 52. However, he warmed up a few times. But Dressen did not go to him. He spent most of the year as a starter in 52. He had the 3rd most starts on the Brooklyn staff, 24 starts, 13 relief appearances, 180 innings pitched, 3rd most on the club, 118 strikeouts, 94 walks, an 11-9 record, and a 3.60 earned run average. So now it's a righty-righty matchup because Cerv, of course, is a right-handed pinch hitter for Morgan. And now the ball's in Casey's court. Is he going to go to a left-handed pinch hitter for Cerv? And he is. Out of the dugout, out of the dugout pops Bobby Brown to bat for Cerv. Dr. Bobby Brown, 247 average with 1 homer in the 1952 campaign, 87 at-bats, and 21, I'm reading you Cerv numbers, 247 is right, 1 homer is right, but 89 at-bats and a pair of doubles and a homer on Bobby Brown's ledger for the 52 season. So it's now a righty-lefty matchup. The Dodgers, for their part, boy, they're going to let Labine be all by his lonesome in the bullpen warming up. Let's set the base runners for you. We're in the top of the ninth. There's 1 out. Phil Rizzuto's at third. Mickey Mantle's at second. Yogi Berra's at first. At the plate, Bobby Brown. Dodger infield is at double play depth to try and end this. Ben Wade, the stretch, and the pitch. Hit in the air to center, but not deep. Here comes Duke, and he makes the catch for out number 2 in the ninth. Now it's McDougald. Everybody held for the Yankees, so base is still dripping. 7-1 Brooklyn. On deck, Billy Martin. The pitch to McDougald. Hit to center. Snyder into left center. On the run. Makes the catch, and the Dodgers win Game 2 of our replay by a score of 7-1. The line score for the ball game for the victorious Brooklyn Dodgers: 7 runs, 11 hits, and they committed 1 error. For the Yankees, 1 run on 7 hits, and they committed 3 errors, all of which led to runs. The winning pitcher for the Dodgers, Carl Erskine, and the loser for the Yankees is Vic Raschi. Who probably deserved a better fate. No save in the ball game. Ben Wade finished up with 2/3 of an inning. Very interesting. This is the opposite of the score in real life in Game 2. The Yankees won Game 2 7-1. The Dodgers won in my replay 7-1 right here. The series is now tied at 1 game apiece. We're heading to the house that Ruth built for game number 3. I hope you'll join me. My name's Kurt Berglund. Don't forget to click like and subscribe to my channel. I need your support to keep my channel going, my friends. So share the video, spread the word, and be sure to tune in for game number 3. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening. So long, everybody.